Everybody get up.
The two will be combined together like this. So I told you that the lowest barriers, but we have degree barriers and we have degrees. So we have the minimum, let's say the recording is something around this. So every day you have to go and record in the morning, then in the evening, or say something around 4 to 5. Then when you finish the recording, then you have. I said we are okay. Before we go on to that, this thermometer you don't use to put it under the shade. Don't use to put it under the tree or inside the house. They used to put it inside the citizen tree, something in form of plant. Making, I think we have this before in the what we call the geographical guide, but the first in finance, I think this thing as well. We don't have it anymore. So now this thermometer you used to put it in an open space, not in under the shade or under the what we call it, inside your plate in the evening. Then you add the two together. divide it by 2. That one will be daily temperature of that area. We have what we call the mean. The mean monthly temperature is when you add all the temperature you have for the whole month. Let's say for example right now, you will have it for 31 days. Then you now divide it by 31. That will give you the month. And the range is the maximum minus the minimum. Now let's take for example.
Of the transportation, is that not it? Yes. Then we talk about the problem of the housing, among other problems, and then the availability of the other substitutes. This afternoon, we want to talk about population. What do I call it? Population. Yeah, population. If we check our notes, we have been hearing a similar technique. Then the Bible will say, what is the population of my family? Then we are saying that population is a commonwealth. Whether knowingly or unknowingly, we have been making use of that wealth. This afternoon, I will just give you the definition of the economy that particular time. What I call it, the total number of people that live in the place in a particular time. That particular time, it might be period of 100 years. It might be a period of 10 years. But all what is important here is to know the total population of people that live in a place at a particular time. When you are talking of the population of that group, you must be able to ascertain the total number of the males and the total number of the females. You talk about population, you want to determine how many are males, how many are employed, how many are underage, how many are aged. That is to say that population is the total number of people that live in a particular place at a particular time. Are we clear about that? Are we clear? Like if I give you the assignment that what is the total population of Kotomona Senior Secondary School, you should be able to know that the population of Kotomona Secondary School is about 1,500. Then after this 1,500, you should be able to tell me that 80% are females. Are we there? If 800 are females, then the remaining figure will be males. Are we there? So that is the population of the place. You are able to ascertain.
a lọ di 10 lọ for God's sake. Yorùbá ní èyí ló ń gbé ìgbé ìgbé ní ọdún tó lè jẹ́ kó olú. àwọn kọ̀ǹtàkùn ẹ̀ ló gbé lọ sí orí àti débọ̀ sílẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ àti tí ẹ̀ fi kọ́dà tó wà panel dídá ẹ̀sà ní ìlú fẹ́ mi. nípa wọ̀ ìkó ọ̀lọ́dún sí mi. Ya baru orang jadi, yang pemulung modal.
Ìjọ mẹ́ta kan lẹ́yìn o.
Hello, look. Eléyìí ń bọ̀. Ìwé ẹlẹ́jà ẹjọ́ dúnàdúrà ó ti rẹ̀ sí ẹ̀. Ó yá dáadáa. Eléyìí kan sáré eléyìí.
Àwọn ilé ọlọ́pàá tẹ̀sán àti máa ń gbé lórí ìjọba àti àwọn ilé báyìí máa wà ní kékeré bí ọjọ́ ìgbọ́n ẹ̀jẹ̀ bàbá àti bàbá sáwọ́ yóò ló ti fún ọ lọ́wọ́ òun láti fún ọ lọ́wọ́ wọn tó lè gbé ọjọ́ ìgbọ́n lọ́wọ́ máa yẹ já. Kọ́sítọ́jú wa gbogbo ọmọ wa wá náà fún wa náà. Òtóbọ̀ ni lọ́pọ̀ pé máa ń jẹ àwìn ní ìlànà tí máa ń bàtà yé èdè ní. Ẹjọ́ wà náà wò ní. wọ́n lẹ̀. Parti mais ok.
3210. Lagos State, sometimes called the state of aquatic splendor, is really known for its living-intensive commercial and economic activities. A first-time visitor to the state notices first the commercial activities of the state, and because of this, it is believed that once one steps into Lagos State, one has stepped into the land paved with gold. That's why many people come to Lagos State in search of the golden fleece, even though it's the Federation. No. Start again entirely. Okay. Lagos State, sometimes called the state of aquatic splendor, is really known for its highly intensive commercial and economic activities. A first-time visitor into the state notices first the commercial activities of the state, and because of this, it is believed that once one steps into Lagos State, one has stepped into the land paved with gold. And that's why many people come to Lagos State in search of the golden fleece, even though it's the Federation's tiniest yet most viable state. Occupying an area of 3,577 square kilometers, representing 4%, Occupying an area of 3,577 square kilometers, representing 0.4% of the Federation's total territorial landmass, the state ranks as the smallest state, and of its entire geographical area, creeks, lagoons, rivers, and swamps take up 787 square kilometers, or 22%. This rather unique topographical pattern explains the reference to the state as a netland environment and a center of aquatic splendor. Two again. Occupying an area of 3,577 square kilometers, representing 0.4% of the Federation's total territorial landmass, the state ranks as the smallest state, and of its entire geographical area, creeks, lagoons, rivers, and swamps take up 787 square kilometers, or 22%. This rather unique topographical pattern explains this reference to the state as a wetland environment and a center of aquatic splendor. It has been observed that there are features about the state, particularly the Lagos metropolis, stop tape. 3 years. It has been observed that there are many features about the state, particularly the Lagos metropolis' highly commercial activities, to the high population, the high vehicular movement, and others. But these are not only what make the state tick. The beautiful coastline in the state is one, and this is one to behold indeed anytime, and it is so captivating that it goes beyond human imagination. The principal water bodies in the state are Lagos, Lekki, Badagry, and Porto Novo creeks, Kurama waters. This wide expanse of water, as it were, divides the state into north and south, as between Lagos Island and mainland, which are linked by bridges. Therefore, one won't be too immodest to say that the entire Lagos state is a tourist attraction, teeming with historical, cultural, and architectural places of interest that will readily catch the attention of visitors and tourists alike. Tourism is one aspect of the activities of the state that needs to be explored, not only in Lagos State alone, but Nigeria as a whole, because it is believed that the oil and gas, which are the major source of foreign exchange, will definitely dry up one day. So, what happens thereafter? And so this is one aspect that, if the potentials are properly harnessed, It will be a major source of foreign exchange earner for the country. More so, with Nigeria battling to save or redeem its negative image in the international community, tourism is one aspect that will definitely attract people into the country. And Lagos State is not left out of this because it is of a general belief that any first-time visitor into the country that has not visited or been to Lagos has not been to Nigeria at all, because Lagos is where everything happens. Therefore, with this in mind, the present administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu has looked inwards to tap into these potentials, and saddled with this responsibility is the Lagos State Waterfront and Tourism Development Cooperation. And one of the major functions of the cooperation is to cut Therefore, with this in mind, the present administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu has looked inwards to tap into these potentials, and saddled with this responsibility is the Lagos State Waterfront and Tourism Development Corporation. And one of the major functions of the corporation is to bring tourism in Lagos State to a high level. The Lagos State Waterfront and Tourism Development Corporation, being aware of the intrinsic advantages inherent in tourism as a lucrative foreign exchange earner, has adopted it as one of its priority programs, and so has accorded tourism development the necessary attention, approach it vigorously, and promote intensive and extensive development of the required infrastructure. However, the development of tourism entails systematic planning and coordinated efforts to enhance and make it effective and viable. The industry is also capital intensive, which presupposes the direct involvement of both private and the public sectors. The results of the involvement of the private sector have started to manifest. The result of the involvement of the private sector have started to manifest. What you are about to watch is one innovation that is first of its kind in Nigeria. This is an helipad. The idea behind it came up as a result of the traffic congestion in Lagos State. The system is such that an helicopter picks a tourist, visitor, or anybody coming to Lagos State from the airport straight to the island. The tourist or visitor gets to have an aerial view of Lagos State and appreciate it, while at the same time gets to the Victoria Island in a jiffy. The helipad is situated at the popular Ozumba Mbadiwe on Victoria Island. Also, the effect of the private sector can be seen along the beautiful coastline of Lagos State, where various facilities have been coming up, like apartments that can be rented on short-term basis by the tourist. And also noticeable is the proposed 5-star hotel, and of course the Tarzan jetty, which has been in existence for quite some time. Meanwhile, the Lagos State Meanwhile, the Lagos State Waterfront and Tourism Development Corporation has concluded plans on the development and creation of various tourist centers in the state, one of which is the Okunde Blue Waters Tourism Scheme. The scheme, when concluded, is expected to boast of various facilities like tourism accommodations and entertainment houses. It boasts of a serene environment which is irresistible, and of course a home away from home and a landmark history of not only Lagos but of Nigeria as a whole. Furthermore, the Akodo Beach is also another tourist center that has felt the touch of the present administration, and tourists have started making use of it. In order to revive historical sports in Lagos State, the slave route in Badagry has been given a facelift by the present administration. This is one historical sport that will continue to attract tourists, visitors, and even Lagosians. This is due to the emotional attachment of people to it, as it was this route that was used to smuggle black people especially Africans, to be used as slaves in the Western world. The people were tortured and tied with chains in what they were given. No. 15 again. In order to revive historical sports in Lagos State, the slave route in Badagry has been given a facelift by the present administration. This is one historical sport that will continue to attract tourists, visitors, and even Lagosians. This is due to the emotional attachment of people to it, as it was this route that was meant and used to smuggle Africans to be used as slaves in the Western world. The people were tortured and tied with chains. In short, they were given inhuman treatment. There is also the rehabilitation of the first-story building situated in Badagry. It will always serve as a reference point in the history of Lagos State. This is the Bar Beach. In the 70s and 80s, it served as a tourist center in view of the importance of beaches in tourism. It was then a befitting picnic center with recreational conveniences like beach umbrellas, canopies, and beach chairs, which are then provided for use by visitors. But in recent times, the Bar Beach has since become a nightmare, not only for intending tourists, but residents of that environment. With the beach overflowing its banks and the upsurge from time to time, which is now becoming a threat to lives and property, after so much controversy over it between the Lagos State government and the federal government, the Lagos State government, through the Lagos State Waterfront and Tourism Development Corporation, has taken it upon itself in its usual manner to find a lasting solution to this problem. With all these and more, it is obvious that Lagos State will get to that stage in tourism development where it can complete 19. With all these and more, it is obvious that Lagos State will get to that stage in tourism development where it can compete with a country like Greece, whose major source of foreign earner is tourism. 19 again. With all these and more, it is obvious that Lagos State will get to that stage in tourism development where it can compete with a country like Greece, whose major source of foreign exchange is tourism. It is apparent that the development initiatives of the present administration through the Lagos State Waterfront and Tourism Development Corporation within the short period have made a remarkable difference in the tourist development of Lagos State. There is therefore no doubt that the number of development projects coupled with the reality on the ground indicate that more laudable programs are in the pipeline. Good night. Yes, ma'am.